Hi guys, James here, Dublin Private Tour, and welcome to your Dublin Daily History. And today Ireland play Portugal in a qualifier for the World Cup. So I'm going to have a slightly more football related theme, and I'm actually going to talk about what is considered to be the modern day Irish Civil War and the relevance of this building to that. So this is 80 Merrion Square, previously the headquarters of the Football Association of Ireland, that we know as the FAI. And Ireland qualified for the World Cup 2002, doing a preparation camp in Saipan. And the FAI are organising things, and like everything they do, pretty badly. They organise preparation in Saipan with no training kit, no footballs, and a really dangerous pitch, and that ends up leading to a massive argument between the captain Roy Keane, who was arguably the best midfielder in Europe at that time, or the world, and the manager, and also leads to Roy Keane leaving camp or maybe being sent home, and that itself leads to a massive divide in Ireland. This is World Cup, the biggest sporting event in the world. Ireland have qualified. We've only qualified for 3. People who are in favour of Keane's position believe that everything should be organised properly. People in favour of the manager's position believe that Roy Keane should just go along with everything and not create such a fuss. What happens then? People picket this building. There are hundreds of Irish people outside this building, all blaming the FAI for their... Ends up that Roy Keane does not go to the World Cup. Ireland do get the last 16. We end up losing to Spain, losing on penalties actually, a game that we should have won, believe it or not. We had a very strong team. People do believe if Keane had continued we might have got to the semi-final. But it also leads to the fall and demise of Irish football, because as a result of all this, the public face of the FAI becomes a man called John Delaney. Now John Delaney cleverly disassociates himself from the whole Saipan fiasco, but he does become the public face of the FAI, and 2 years later becomes the CEO leading the FAI, and he leads the FAI into an Irish football into the most horrific period of our history, such that today we are still dealing with the ramifications of this. We nearly went into insolvency in 2019, and the FAI today are in huge debt, and Irish football has never recovered, and we've never qualified for a World Cup since. And the other thing is Saipan itself. There will be a movie coming out. The movie this is still such a topical subject in Ireland today. It's supposed to be released very soon, in early 2026, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But this building, 80 Merrion Square, is where it all started, where all the disorganisation in the FAI took place, and where John Delaney came to prominence, and the Irish Civil War that ensued as a result of that all emanates from this building, 80 Merrion Square. We're going to flip back and briefly finish up to say, James from Dublin Private Tour, look up our videos, feel free to like, share, subscribe.